That's why a lot of these celebrities that start these things, they can't keep up. You know, like the Meghan Markles.
But you're the same.
You're the same.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Like, guys, you don't got to do this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
I knew her a bit before she met Harry. She was nothing like that. She didn't speak like that. Her mannerisms weren't like that. This is all fake.
You just can't keep faking it. It's too hard.
There isn't a tear in sight. It's an actor's trick.
You'll make yourself cry. Oh, I do that so well. Oh my God, it's crazy.
Wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
Most of Meghan Markle's yacht girl pics have been scrubbed from the internet.
There was a sex tape about her.
And I saw it.
What do Americans really think of Harry and Meghan? We despise them.
Zoom in here and it says, with the compliments of Her Royal Highness.
But they can't make money off the royal family.
So why did you say yes to doing this show?
Because it's you. And to me, that means...
There was like photos with her and Prince Andrew way back in the day when she was like in her early 20s.
There's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew.
She married for money. It's very clear she bagged the elephant. She was thrilled. She became a, quote, princess.
It's all bull.
And in the tape, she's performing a sex act on him that's unbelievable.
And hold up, did Meghan Markle really just gift someone a signed item using her royal title? Girl, that ship sailed. And now, Joe Rogan's not holding back. On the latest episode of his podcast, Rogan torched Meghan, calling out what he says is her pretend princess act. According to him, she's clinging to that Duchess label like it's a VIP pass, even though the crown's already moved on. Meanwhile, Meghan's busy wiping tears on podcasts and dropping royal signatures like she's still got palace privileges. But insiders say her empire's crumbling. Lawsuits are piling up. Her staff keeps quitting like it's a fire drill. And public opinion? Yikes. Let's just say TikTok would rather crown Gayle King a space queen than call Meghan Duchess again. Fans are calling her the Duchess of Drama, and it's not hard to see why. Is Meghan really a victim of royal rejection, or is she playing dress up with a title she no longer owns? Stay tuned, because this royal roast is just heating up.
This woman looks to me like a malignant narcissist. This woman has zero self-awareness.
I love that your eyes are sparkling right now. You know, Meghan, how are you today? Which, by the way, I just have to say, yes.
Enjoy them.
I forgot to have fun. You're right. You're right.
That 2-hour podcast that I just had to sit through with Jamie Keen Lima, who is also very cut off from the rest of the world.
Just when we thought Meghan Markle might chill with the drama, boom, she's back on the mic and it's messier than ever. So Meghan sits down with Jamie Kern Lima, a real self-made billionaire, total girl boss, and straight talker. The podcast was hyped as all emotional honesty and healing vibes. But what fans got? A cringe fest with a capital C. Let's be real, Jamie was giving off weird infomercial energy, but Meghan, she was out here faking it harder than that Netflix cooking scene where she didn't even touch the stove. And get this, instead of having a raw convo, Meghan spent half the episode name-dropping her famous friends like she's at some Hollywood flex-off. Like, girl, this isn't your IMDb profile. Roll the clip and watch her literally use her celebrity squad just to boost her own image. Fans are calling it desperate, and honestly, they're not wrong. So was this supposed to be empowering, or just Meghan's latest PR stunt? Stick around, because this royal wannabe just keeps writing episodes for her own reality show. And trust us, the internet's watching.
Welcome to Jamie Kern Lima show.
Her show is unlike any I've ever done.
A revelation. When you listen, it feels like a hug, but your brain and your spirit and your heart is like, wow.
When I look into Jamie's eyes, I feel like I am on some other cosmic level with her.
I could see the light around her. She's infused with light.
Here we go again. Meghan Markle's pulling out the waterworks, or at least pretending to. During her emotional sit-down, Meghan dabbed at her eyes, voice cracking like she was seconds from breaking down. But hold up, replay that clip, not a single tear in sight, no smudged mascara, no actual crying, just full-on Oscar audition vibes. And social media? Oh, they pounced. Twitter turned into a roast session overnight, with users dragging her for staging another sympathy scene. One even resurfaced that old clip where Meghan proudly claims she can cry on cue. Yup, she literally once said she can tear up on demand, and now she's doing just that on a podcast meant to be real and raw. Critics say it's just another calculated move in the Meghan Markle playbook, emotional manipulation 101. So now the big question is, was this a heartfelt moment? Or Hollywood acting 2.0. Either way, the internet's calling cut on this drama queen performance.
We're at Soho House, Toronto, which is basically TIG headquarters for me. I write my stories here, I take my meetings here, and it's kind of amazing because all over the world, if I'm traveling, Soho House can still be home base.
Now make yourself cry.
Oh, I can do that so well. Oh my God, it's crazy. You're like, Meghan, 1 tear, left eye, go. Give me 3 seconds.
A resurfaced clip has the internet losing it, and it could be Meghan Markle's biggest backfire yet. In the video, Meghan's chillin' at Soho House, Toronto, calling it her TIG headquarters, like it's her personal empire. She's bragging about how it's her creative base, her meeting spot, her global clubhouse, or whatever. But then, boom. The mask slips. Someone off camera says, "Now make yourself cry." And without missing a beat, Meghan laughs and goes, "Oh, I can do that so well. It's crazy." Then she literally says she can drop a tear from her left eye in 3 seconds. What is this? The Crown or her new acting reel? Now rewind to that podcast moment where she choked up talking about pressure and pain. Everyone felt it until they didn't, because no real tears, just performance mode activated. Fans are calling her out hard. This ain't a therapy session, it's a soap opera. And the comment section, a full-on battlefield. So is Meghan sharing her truth or just playing the role of a lifetime? Either way, the internet's watching and they're not buying the tears this time.
When you were saying, like, do you want to just do like cozies and no makeup? I like the idea of like, okay, great, let's let them see us.
Nobody talks like that and nobody acts like that, because that's weird behavior that we're seeing from both of these people if we're supposed to be thinking under the impression that they're being authentic.
Just when the Meghan Markle drama finally started to cool down, boom, another twist. Drops. Enter body language expert Scott Rouse. And let's just say, he did not hold back. Rouse watched Meghan's emotional podcast performance and said something felt off. Way off. According to him, her body was saying one thing, but her words, a whole different story. He broke it down. Constant blinking, awkward facial expressions, and hand gestures that just didn't match the message. When Meghan talked about her deep emotional struggles, her face stayed cool, almost too cool. Like, emotion in her voice, sure. But on her face, blank slate. And in body language world, that's a red flag. Rouse called it nonverbal leakage. Basically when your body betrays what you're really feeling. In other words, was it genuine heartbreak or just a well-rehearsed act? Fans are now watching her clips like detectives, and the debate is on. Is Meghan really the victim of royal cruelty, or is she just giving us her best Oscar performance? Either way, the receipts are stacking up, and this body language bombshell? It's only adding fuel to the fire.
Do you think you'll be married forever?
Yes.
I have a letter.
He's also a fox. If you haven't noticed, my husband's very, very handsome. But his heart is even more beautiful.
Something's up here. See that little shoulder shrug when she said yes?
Yes, yes,
Did you hear how high her voice was when she said yes?
yes.
When we're stressed, our larynx closes up a little bit and our voice tone gets a little bit higher. That's why the pitch of the yes is so high.
And just when Meghan thought she had the internet in her feels, Scott Rouse drops his expert take, and boom. We've got a full-on analysis frenzy after Rouse called out her off body language, blank face, fake tears, and mismatched gestures. Viewers went full CSI. Suddenly, nobody's just listening to Meghan's words anymore. They're dissecting every eyebrow twitch like it's a courtroom cross-examination. And then came this moment. Meghan says she writes heartfelt emails to her kids every night so they can read them when they grow up. Sounds sweet, right? On paper, it's a Hallmark movie, but the internet? Savage. One user clapped back, "Girl, kids these days can barely sit through a TikTok and you think they're gonna read your emotional inbox?" Another one joked, "Even Siri would hit unsubscribe." So now the vibe is clear between the body language breakdown and the mommy email monologue. People aren't buying the polished princess act anymore. What started as a podcast for healing has turned into a full-blown roast session, and Meghan's emotional truth is getting picked apart piece by piece.
But before I go to bed almost every night, I email them.
Wow.
They will end up at one point in their life, maybe when they're 16 or when they're 18, that I say, Here's an email that I've been keeping for you.
Because that's really what you want when you're 18. 40,000 emails, Maureen, from your mother.
These emails are so that when my children are of age, they can come to me and say, oh my God, you loved us so much. It's me, me, me.
And just when you thought Meghan was done playing princess, she goes and signs off a gift basket with Her Royal Highness. Yup, you heard that right. During the podcast, they flashed a photo of this cute little basket Meghan had gifted someone. Sweet gesture, right? Except, at the bottom of the card, bold as ever, Her Royal Highness. One problem, she's not allowed to use that title anymore. That royal privilege got left behind with the palace keys. Now the internet is lighting up with facepalm emojis and side eyes. She really thought nobody would zoom in on that? She's out here playing cosplay queen again, one comment read. Royal watchers say this could even stir up fresh tension with the firm, and let's be real, the queen, RIP, would not have been amused. Is Meghan reclaiming her crown, or just breaking the rules again for clout? Either way, the title's gone, but the drama never ends.
Zoom in here and it says, with the compliments of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. That is a title that was stripped from her when she and Harry made their whole racism debacle and left the UK, left their royal duties, and moved to the US to bug all of us. She's using it in private with her friends. That's even weirder than if they were still trying to milk the titles in public. That is just like all the confirmation that I need that this woman is just obsessed with being a royal, that is all this was all about. That she's angry that she screwed the pooch by claiming racism and basically getting kicked out of the family. She just can't give up the HRH titles that quickly. Like, this is literally what she has always wanted.
Let's be real. After stepping away from royal duties, Meghan officially lost the right to call herself Her Royal Highness. That's not gossip, that's royal policy. So when that signed card surfaced, critics pounced. They called it delusional. Even some of her own fans were like, cringe alert. Twitter lit up with comments like, you gave up the castle, sis. You can't keep the crown. You can't have it both ways, Meghan. And honestly, that's the real tea. You can't walk out on the monarchy, call them out on Netflix, and then try to slide back in with a fancy signature like nothing happened. It's giving PR stunt in pearls. So what's next for Meghan? More podcasts? More accidental royal slips? One thing's for sure, the crown might be gone, but the drama, that's forever.
A staggering 2/3 of Brits are calling for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their HRH titles.
Now, the king can end this feud, but not by shaking hands with this treacherous little weasel, but by stripping him and his wife of the royal titles that they love to use for commercial gain without doing any of the work.
And just when you thought Meghan and Harry's drama couldn't get hotter, boom, the monarchy is feeling the heat now too. In a recent poll, a jaw-dropping 97% of respondents said King Charles should just pull the plug and formally strip Meghan and Harry of their royal titles. Wait, what? That's right, the people have spoken and they're not here for the royal sideshow anymore. The couple's been making waves with their constant public drama, and now it looks like the monarchy might be the next to take action. Could this actually happen? I mean, this poll is sending shockwaves through the UK and beyond. Meghan and Harry might not just be losing the public support, they could be losing the title too. So, what's next for the royal renegades? Can they keep playing the royal card in Hollywood, or is it all about to come crashing down? Stay tuned, because this saga just got a whole lot messier.
You can't use your HRH, you can't use royal, and you can't be half in and half out, which is what they wanted.
And this is getting real, folks. The whole world knows Meghan and Harry have been playing the royal card while distancing themselves from royal duties. But now, King Charles isn't the only one getting fed up. You can't have it both ways, Meghan. No HRH, no royal status, and no half in, half out game. That's what the monarchy has made clear. While King Charles has been playing it cool and avoiding direct action, insiders are saying Prince William, he's had enough. Reports say that William sees Meghan and Harry's behavior as a straight-up betrayal, and when he becomes king, he's ready to sever ties completely to protect the crown's reputation. No mercy, no looking back. The stakes are high now. The royal drama isn't just a family squabble, it's a national spectacle, and the world's watching every move. So what's next for the Sussexes? Can they keep playing the royal game without the perks? Or is the monarchy really about to make their biggest move yet? It's about to get messy. Ho!
He's duplicitous, self-centered, vile, disloyal hypocrite.
And just when you thought the royal drama couldn't get juicier, Prince Harry is out here crying about not getting enough personal security for his family. That's right, while most of us are just trying to get through the day, Harry's been shedding tears over the lack of protection for his wife and kids. But hold up, let's pause for a second. You left the royal family, Harry. You chose this life. Now the internet is absolutely roasting him for playing the victim card. One Twitter user dropped this gem. Maybe the crown should pay for your security. Sí es tiempo. But only if you stop crying about it every 5 minutes. Another said, bro, you're not even royal anymore. The only thing you're entitled to is a guest pass at the palace. What's the real deal here? Is Harry really worried about his family's safety, or is this another dramatic move to get sympathy and attention? Because let's be honest, the internet isn't feeling it, and with Prince William already considering a total royal cutoff, it's clear this family feud is no longer just personal. It's got global eyes on it. Can Harry keep crying for security, or is this the moment the monarchy draws the line? Stay tuned. It's about to go down.
He blamed pretty much everybody, of course, as usual, other than himself, including his father, the king, who is currently, of course, suffering from cancer.
Ultimately, this whole thing could be resolved through him, not necessarily by intervening, but by stepping aside, allowing the experts to do what is necessary.
Now, this is the ultimate royal mic drop. Prince Harry's been crying about not getting enough security for his family, but get this, he won't pay for it himself. Instead, he wants the royal family to foot the bill. Yeah, you heard that right. He wants the same family he's been calling out on Netflix and in interviews to cough up the cash for his personal protection. But guess what? The royal family isn't having it. He lost that battle. Reports say Harry's request was flat out denied. The monarchy isn't about to pay for the security of a prince who's no longer carrying out royal duties. And now the internet? Pure roasting mode. One user summed it up perfectly. You want the royal perks, but not the responsibilities, huh? Another said, royalty without the bills? Nah. So Harry's crying for security, but the monarchy says, not on our dime. Looks like the real battle isn't just about titles, it's about money too. And it's clear, Harry and Meghan may have lost the crown, but they're definitely losing this fight.
I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff.
Harry's digging an even bigger hole for himself here.
Well, I think he's dug so deep now, he'll strike water any day now.
Meghan Markle just tried to pivot again, but it's not going as planned. Her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, got the axe and was quietly rebranded to As Ever. Cute name, right? Well, here's where it goes wildly wrong. Turns out a bunch of small businesses already had the name As Ever, and they weren't having it. Legal trouble, immediate. But wait, it gets worse. Meghan's new brand logo? Fans spotted it looking way too similar to the official coat of arms from a town in Spain. Uh-oh. Talk about a branding fail. Now, the brand's got both a legal headache and a seriously awkward look on their hands. And guess what the internet's saying? It's like she's trying to be a lifestyle guru without the lifestyle. But the cherry on top, the brand sold out in 30 minutes. But there's a catch. Only a tiny batch was produced to begin with. So was it a strategic sellout or a desperate attempt to seem relevant? People are calling it for what it is. A desperate grab for attention and revenue. Looks like Meghan's trying to rebrand herself yet again, but will it be another flop or a true turnaround? Either way, the internet is watching, and the drama, it's far from over.
Meghan's podcast has fallen off the charts. She's been criticized for the content. There are rumors that her As Ever launch wasn't as successful as she considered it. Critically, With Love Meghan was not a success.
Hold on to your seats, folks, because Meghan Markle's drama just took another wild turn. And this time, it's way more than just a bad PR move. Meghan's DIY bath salt recipe from her Netflix show could be the spark that starts a legal firestorm. Enter Robin Patrick, a woman from Maryland who's now claiming that using Meghan's bath salt mix left her with severe burns and ulcers. Oh, and did we mention she's diabetic? Yeah, that's a factor in this too. According to Patrick, ingredients like arnica and Himalayan salt made her condition worse, and now she's threatening to sue Meghan, Netflix, and Archewell for a whopping $10 million. The internet's already buzzing. Is this a PR disaster for Meghan, or is it a serious legal mess? People are divided. Some are calling it a lawsuit happy. World and others are like, Meghan can't even make bath salts without a firestorm. What's clear is that this is just one more thing Meghan didn't need right now. And the question remains, will Netflix, Archewell, and Meghan herself come out of this unscathed? Or is another chapter of drama about to unfold?
A lot of people, Meghan Markle was also in the Soho House. They said that she was a girl that was hired to walk VIPs and fill out the red carpets and stuff like that, you know.
They hope to become actresses. They hope to become any type of celebrity, and they will do anything.
And it seems like that lady is a temptress. She's a siren. She's lured him into the rocks.
You know, they start their way up. They latch on to the first rich guy or famous guy they get that they meet at the Playboy Mansion. This is their exit strategy. I'm going to marry this man, and he's going to take care of me the rest of my life.
You know, I mean, she used to be on
Was
Deal
he
or No
infiltrated?
Deal.
And now,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't-
Look, she was on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, with the briefcases.
She didn't like being objectified on Deal. Did you think it was an executive position, ma'am?
Before, Meghan Markle was the Duchess of Sussex. Her past was already the subject of some serious whispers, and it looks like one major rumor just won't die. Brace yourselves. Did Meghan Markle once work as a yacht girl? If you're not familiar, a yacht girl is someone hired to attend exclusive yacht parties hosted by the world's wealthiest elites. Sounds glamorous, right? But it also comes with its own set of questionable implications. This rumor has been circulating for years, and now, with Meghan's royal exit, people are digging into her past even more. Was this part of her acting career, or is there more to the story? And let's not forget, she did have a lifestyle filled with luxury before meeting Harry. So could this have been part of her journey to Hollywood, or was it something else entirely? Either way, this whisper is one that won't just fade away. The internet's already buzzing with, did she or didn't she? Questions, and the drama's not going anywhere. The question is, how much of Meghan's past will we keep uncovering? And is it time for the Duchess to finally put the rumors to bed, once and for all?
But Meghan Markle has been accused of being a former yacht girl. They're also claiming that she could have spent time with Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein before meeting Prince Harry. Meghan was invited to join a yacht week in Croatia in 2016. There's evidence that suggests that she went on Epstein's yacht at the same time as Prince Andrew.
Just when you thought the Meghan Markle saga couldn't get any juicier, here comes another bombshell. Sources are now claiming that Meghan may have attended exclusive yacht parties early in her career. But here's the thing, there's no definitive proof to back it up. So, was this just another Hollywood rumor? Or is there some truth hiding behind those glamorous, secretive yacht events? But wait, the plot thickens even more. There's also a shocking claim that Meghan may have known way more about the royal family than she's ever let on. Yep, you heard that right. Long before meeting Prince Harry, some insiders believe she was already familiar with royal dynamics and had a well-timed game plan to enter their world. So, was it all just coincidence? Or was Meghan playing the long game, positioning herself for royal greatness from the start? The question still stands. How much of Meghan's past is she really keeping hidden? And how deep does the connection with the royal family go? At this point, it's not just about the royal family. It's about a calculated drama that's unfolding in real time.
Royal family before meeting Prince Harry, then she led on.
Meghan did claim that before dating Harry, she never Googled him, and she said she didn't know much about the royal family.
I know someone who knows the ex-husband who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it.
Meghan Markle has always claimed that she didn't know much about Prince Harry or the royal family before their fateful meeting. But hold on, new evidence is starting to cast serious doubt on that story. Old blog posts and a friend's account suggest that Meghan had a long-standing fascination with royal culture. In fact, some are now wondering, was this fascination more than just a casual interest? Could she have had aspirations of entering the royal spotlight long before meeting Harry? While Meghan's always maintained her "I didn't know much about them" stance, these new revelations are feeding the public's growing suspicion about her calculated rise to global fame. Was this a well-crafted game plan all along, or are these just rumors and coincidences that we're all reading into too much? The truth seems to be slipping through the cracks, and people are starting to question if Meghan's royal journey was ever as accidental as she claimed. With so much swirling around, it's clear that the line between truth and calculated ambition is getting harder to draw. And Meghan, she may have just given the world a glimpse into a much bigger strategy than we ever realized.
These two never stop going on global media to trash the royal family and the monarchy, and each time they do it, they chip away at the mystique and the magic and the popularity, and that's why I despise them for what they're doing.
First, Meghan and Harry were hailed as royal rebels, the outsiders fighting against outdated traditions and standing up for what they believed in. But now, the tide's turning, and more people are seeing them as nothing more than attention chasers, using victimhood as a marketing tool. From fake tears to forced titles, from podcast drama to sketchy product launches, every move they make seems less about truth and more about control of the narrative. They've claimed they don't want attention, but look at this. Books, deals, brands, all screaming, "Look at me." The real question isn't whether Meghan's tears were genuine, it's whether anyone still believes the act anymore. Because at this point, it seems like they're no longer writing their own story, they're just playing to the public's emotions, and the internet's not buying it. So is this calculated drama, or are we watching the final act of the Sussex saga? Stay tuned.